I'm David Smoak. Xavier Worthy blew the doors off the 40 at the NFL Combine. A.D. Mitchell did a pretty good job of that too, a 4.25. Worthy initially was a 4.22. Everyone thought maybe tying John Ross. Normally what they show is faster than what's official. In this case, Xavier Worthy blistered a 4.21, and they compared it to Usain Bolt, who ran a 4.22. Obviously, different sport, but the speed of Xavier Worthy and the possibility of making a few more millions because of what he did.
Yeah, it was fantastic for Xavier Worthy. Color me not shocked that he broke the record. I mean, we've been watching him for the last couple of years just run past people when he's in open space. And while he's a smaller wide receiver, he's got just the kind of speed that can make differences, Tyreek Hill type speed, which is why I think that there's going to be several NFL teams that do whatever they can to make sure that he does not go to the Chiefs and give them back that little aspect of their offense that they've been missing. But I do think that you've seen a lot of people say this, but he's kind of the perfect Chiefs player, you know, as far as what his draft profile says and what their offense was lacking this year. But it was very impressive. The Longhorns as a whole had a good NFL Combine showing, which is not something that was said over about a decade because they weren't having a lot of people there. But you can see the turn that Sark has been able to make with the team just in the fact that you've got guys who are first-round talents and three potentially with Murphy, Worthy, and Mitchell, and then probably T'Vondre Sweat falling somewhere into the second. And his workout was something to watch, because watching a dude, like, it's kind of the other end of the spectrum, like the opposite of each other, Worthy and then Sweat, like having these great workouts and these ridiculous athletes that they are.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy's fast. I think we all knew that, but didn't quite know how fast he was, and now we've got a much better idea. I don't buy the headlines that all of a sudden he's a first-rounder because he ran a fast 40. I think that's kind of silly. I think that's something you would have already known about as a scout and had clock times and track times and all those types of things. But, he's garnered a lot of attention for himself. I feel like he was going to always be a pretty highly heralded player in this draft, but now he's got a little extra sauce on it because there's that blistering time he's put up in Indianapolis. So, great weekend for him and that program, and a lot of others as well who had good showings. How much it improved their stock or not, I guess we'll find out over the coming weeks, but I don't think it was, breaking news that he's fast. I think that was pretty much the one characteristic we knew about Xavier Worthy this entire time, but just how fast, again, we got to see that on full display in front of all the NFL fans paying attention. So that was a big-time just moment for him, and you could tell by how he celebrated running through the 40 and then running across the field like he did in celebration. So that was a cool moment to see as well. And, there's a great group of wide receivers he's going to be competing with, but A.D. Mitchell, I've always been a bit more – I guess I lean his way a bit more just in terms of a big play catch guy, but both of them had great weekends, and there's a terrific crop of wide receivers we're going to be hearing a lot about here over the coming weeks.
All right, so there's that. That's the Combine. It's wrapped up, and we'll have Eric Galko this week and John Cooper.